Where are you going?
I just finished at the gym and I have an interview tonight and I need to go home and shower beforehand, so I don't have time to go to class.
Girl, I got you. We got time for both. Come with me. Here, use this.
What is this?
It's basically like dry shampoo, but for your body.
Are you trying to get rid of showers?
No, it's just a quick refresher so you don't have to miss out on important things in your day to feel comfortable and fresh.
Well, how does it work?
It's like a dry soap for your body so you don't have to wash it off. It reduces redness and sweat with the cooling sensation it has, and it basically leaves you looking and feeling like you just came out of the shower.
Give it to me. Hi everyone, welcome to our campaign.
Our campaign is called Don't Be Afraid to Get Busy, and it's for a product called Busybody that we are pitching.
My name is Emma and I was in charge of the branding for this project, so that's basically an umbrella term that covers all of the visuals, the graphics, and all the creative components for this project.
I am Emily and I was in charge of marketing research, and then we collaboratively came together to decide on the content and the important media platforms to use for our campaign.
So hopefully, as you guys gathered from our campaign explanation video, Busybody could be one of the most revolutionary skin products to hit the market in 2019.
The reason that we are targeting men in this campaign is because the global men personal care market is expected to grow by 166 billion by 2022.
The reason why we named our campaign Don't Be Afraid to Get Busy is because of our target demographic of male millennials. This demographic, as we just stated, is super on the go and is increasingly aware of their hygiene and their appearance. So our goal is to provide an efficient way for them to not miss out on important tasks in their day just because they simply don't have enough time.
Also, to clarify, Busybody would be a product extension from Old Spice brand. So the mock intro to our campaign that you just saw is a template for how the video portion of the campaign would be presented on social media platforms. So the content of these videos would focus on short narratives of millennial men living busy lifestyles, and basically we are doing this so that our target market can relate to them.
So to be really clear that this is an extension of the Old Spice brand, we're going to incorporate their regular tone of voice that is kind of that cheeky humor, but in order to separate it from the brand a little bit, we're going to use a switch perspective that happens really quickly within the frames, just to kind of differentiate from the typical Old Spice commercials that are normally one focus frame, and we're going to switch really quickly back and forth to create a dialogue. In terms of our representation of the male millennial demographic, we are not going to showcase just the heteronormative ideals of masculinity, but rather try and create a more inclusive idea of what the male millennial demographic looks like.
So similar to the narratives in our videos, our photo content would portray the same message, but in a still image to be consistent across our campaign.
So to further communicate the tone of voice of Old Spice within this campaign, specifically within our visual content and our still photos, we're going to be approaching this from more of a satire. So we're going to be shooting guys that are really relatable in very unexpected positions to be using dry soap. For example, using it at the back of a crowded streetcar while they're on the go.
So in terms of written tone of voice, we're going to be using long rambling sentences that are like the tone of voice in the Old Spice. Also to accentuate someone who's in a hurry.
So we'll be focusing our campaign primarily on these medias within this order: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and SoundCloud.
So the main reason we'll be focusing mostly on Instagram is because Instagram has 8 million monthly users, 500 million daily users, and based on our research, the demographic that uses Instagram the most is male millennials. So our three content, our video, image, and our written content will be hosted on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Snapchat is a bit of a dying social network for our demographic, so rather than exhausting our resources into expensive ad placements to place our videos there, we're going to interact with our consumers through a game where people will be encouraged to clean themselves as quickly as possible with Busybody and challenge their friends as well.
So we'll also be taking a more creative approach to our SoundCloud by hosting male comedians who will be discussing lifestyles such as hygiene, appearance, and daily lifestyles.
The reason why we're taking a more creative approach with SoundCloud is to really communicate our brand values to our consumers and to create a more inclusive discourse around our product.
So the main media crisis we're expecting to face is people thinking that we want to get rid of showers entirely, and that is not the case.
No.
We just want a quick alternative when you're busy between classes or work.
Thanks guys for watching our campaign of Busybody, and just remember, don't be afraid to get busy.